Okay, let's have a look at the SureDrop user interface. I've got two-factor authentication enabled for my account, so I need to log in with both my password and also the 6-digit OTP one-time password code. SureDrop interfaces with any time-based OTP application. In this case, I'm going to use Google Authenticator, so I'll enter the 6-digit code for SureDrop. That lets me into the system. Two-factor authentication can be enabled for an entire company, or it can be enabled for an individual user. Okay, so now I'm logged in. Let's have a look at the user interface in the web app. So over here on the left-hand side of the screen, I have a list of all the groups that I am a member of. So a group is a community of interest. A group contains members, and a group allows collaboration and file sharing between every member of that group. So if I click on the engineering group, for example, you can see there are a large number of people who are enrolled in this group. If I click on the little blue icon, I can see their email address and their contact details. Each of these groups can contain multiple folders, multiple files, and everyone who's a member of the group can upload or download files from that group. So if I run through the file structure here, for example, to give an example, at the bottom of this release notes folder, I have a number of PDF files. Download a file, I can just simply click on it. It'll be downloaded to the local machine where I can open it for viewing. I can download multiple files at the same time if I want to, just by selecting them here, and then I can go over to the group action menu over here to download selected, or in fact I can actually download them as a zip file or as an encrypted zip file. So if I wanted to download a number of files and I wanted to share them with somebody outside the system, I could protect those by encrypting the zip file. So I'll do that here. I'll just create a password, I'll enter it. SureDrop will create the zip file. Once it's ready, it will save that file to the system. You can see it's very quick. So now if I try to open that file, my computer won't let me open it unless I type the correct password, and now that file will be unzipped and I can actually see all the files in it nice and easily. Okay, if you want to upload files, that's very simple as well. You can simply drag and drop any files onto the page and they'll be uploaded, or you can use the Add Files button to add individual files, or on some browsers such as Google Chrome you can actually add entire folders just by clicking on the Add Folder button. So here I'll click on, I'll select a couple of files that I want to upload into the system. I can do multiple at a time. And what SureDrop does is it will upload those immediately, refresh the screen, you see they've appeared there. If you upload a large file and there's no limit on the size of file that can be stored in SureDrop, it will be broken up into 10 meg parts. So a large file will be broken up into the number of 10 meg files it needs to upload that file, but there's no limit to the size of file that can be stored on the system. So users of the system are assigned a specific role. I'm currently assigned a power user role. So as a power user, I can create a new secure document group. Let's call it test group. So there are no users in that group currently. As the owner of that group, I can invite users to join this group and collaborate with me. So I'll pick a couple of users from the system. You can see here I've got a nice view inside SureDrop of all the users who are currently enrolled in this system. These users have been entered onto this either by integration with Active Directory or through the built-in user management tool that's provided to administrator accounts. So I'll enroll a couple of users into that system, and you can see now that I'm able to collaborate within this group with all the other individuals that I've enrolled onto the system. Now some users will have roles that don't allow them to create groups. They will be only able to download files if they have a restricted role. Other users may have a standard role, which means that they can upload as well as download files. Or you may assign users, as the administrator, you can assign users as power users who will have the ability to create their own groups. Another interesting feature of SureDrop is the ability to do what's called ad hoc file sharing. So let's say I've got a file in here that I want to share with another party. What I can do is I can simply right click it, click on share, and it will allow me to create a temporary link that allows me to share that file with somebody who isn't enrolled as a SureDrop user for a defined period. So you can see here, if I click on the link expires, which by default is 24 hours, I can define a period, let's say in this case I'll call it 2 days, where I can invite a user to download this file and also to upload files to the system as well. So I'll just send a little message to my email address. Hello, here is your file. I'll share that, and if I go to my Gmail system, I should receive an invite from SureDrop inviting me to click on that link and access those files. You can see I've got the files there, and if I click on the link, it'll take me to a unique URL where I'm able to download the file that was shared with me for the period that it was enabled for, which in this case was 2 days. Now, if I'd selected the allow users to upload files, I'd also be able to upload files into this link as well. So using this mechanism, you can perform ad hoc sharing with individuals, even if they're not actually enrolled on the SureDrop system themselves. SureDrop represents a new way to enjoy secure file sharing and has been designed from the ground up to deliver the best experience and collaboration for organizations that take security seriously.